C-IAYT, and I took their basic introductory course in Thai massage to become trained as a practitioner of Thai massage. And there I saw some of those statues of these weird characters doing these strange exercises and stretches. And I learned that that was known in Thai as Reusi Dat, or what we call traditional Thai yoga. So it's like one branch of the great big yoga tree. You have one branch of Indian yoga, Tibetan yoga, Nepali yoga, but there's also a unique branch of yoga in Thailand, or Reusi Dat, which includes not only big fancy poses and exercises like Indian asana, but also joint mobilization and the system of self-massage. And as Christiane mentioned, it's unique from Indian self-massage. In India, they do warm oils all over the body, whereas the Thai massage, there's no oil and you can keep your clothes on, just following different lines. So that's what we're going to be learning today, is the self-massage part of traditional Thai yoga. Any questions before we start?
I think we're good. We're ready to go.
Okay. So the first rule is do not hurt yourself. If something feels painful or difficult, you just skip it. You don't have to do anything, okay? And if anybody has questions, just type them into the chat box and Christiane will speak them for me, okay? All right, so we can start by rubbing our palms together, get them nice and warm. And we're going to start with the fingertips right underneath the eyebrows, and they're going to push up to the forehead, and then the elbows swing out to the side, fingertips come together, and then the fingers are going to brush across the forehead and come down and hit the temple, and then along the chin to the jaw and flick out. So let's do 3 reps of each of these. So fingertips start right under the eyebrows, up to the forehead. Elbows swing out to the side, fingertips together. They brush across the forehead, down the temple to the jaw and the chin. One more, right under the eyebrows, up to the forehead, swing out to the side, come down the jaw, chin, and out. Okay. If you like, you can keep heating up the hands in between each of these. Next one, the fingertips up by the bridge of the nose. And they're going to come down and then brush right across the cheeks. So the index finger is going right underneath the eyes, brushing across the cheeks. Okay, and now the next one, you turn your head to the right side and bring the right hand by the left ear, and the left hand twists to the right, and the hand is just going to brush across the cheek and the mouth to the other side. And now you bring the left hand to the right ear and twist the opposite way, twisting right and left. And as you do that, the index finger is massaging a point right above the mouth, and the middle finger is massaging a point right below the mouth. So you bring the hand to the ear, twist, bring the other hand to the other ear, and twist. So Christiane, am I on full screen, or are you on everybody's full screen?
You are.
Okay.
Right, everybody? Yeah.
Okay. Okay, the next one, I recommend you check and see if you're wearing any rings. If you're wearing any rings, I suggest you take them off or turn them backwards so you don't cut your throat with the stones on your ring. You're going to take the back of the right hand by the left ear, and it's going to brush underneath the chin to the right side, and then the back of the hand by the right ear, and then it brushes over to the left, going back and forth with a little upward pressure. So you're hitting a pressure point right underneath the chin. And there's no fixed number of time. You can do 3, 5, 7, 9, 29, more or less reps of this. It's up to you. You can be in charge of your own massage. Another one is to take your 2 thumbs and press right underneath the chin. Okay, now we're going to get points. One point right in front of the ear and the other point right behind the ear. So the index finger will be behind the ear and the middle finger will be in front of the ear, pressing inward and also going up and down. Okay, any questions on head massage so far?
We're good.
Everybody's okay?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let's move on down to the neck. You can drop the head and with your fingertips, just beat the back of the head and neck. It can be real gentle or vigorous, fingertips, or you can also use fists. Up and down, getting it warmed up.
So can everybody see Dave as the main screen? Please let me know if not via chat.
Okay, next for the neck, we're going to interlock the fingers and we're going to be using the palm heels. The palm heels will be squeezing the back of the neck from the base of the skull down to the shoulders. Almost like a nutcracker motion.
Okay, so those of you who don't see Dave as the main screen, you want to pin his video and that should work. Pin his screen.
Okay, so after palm heels, you can also use the thumbs. So two different tools, palm heels squeezing and then the thumbs squeezing. A little more precise tool. Start at the base of the skull and then work your way down to the top of the shoulders. Okay. Another one for the neck, you can take your right arm and bring it across your throat, and the right fingers are going to grab the muscles just to the left side of the spine. Right into the paraspinal muscles, just beside the spine. And then you're going to bring the left arm up, the left palm is on the right elbow, and the left hand pushes into the right elbow, and that force gets transferred through the forearm, and you dig the fingers into the back of the neck. Not so far that you hit your throat, though. We're just massaging the back and side of the neck, but not the throat. If you bring this left elbow up, you'll get good leverage and get a little more power than if you just did the arm on its own. Using this other arm, you can get some extra strength. And we're going to repeat on the other side. The left arm comes across the throat. The fingers grab the muscles just to the side of the spine. And then the right palm on the left elbow. And the right palm punches into the left elbow. And now we can apply this same technique to the shoulders. The left hand can reach in the shirt and grab the right shoulder. Reach in as far as you can. Maybe grab the muscles of the upper back. And then the right palm is on the left elbow. And the right palm presses down and the fingers dig into the muscles of the upper back and glide up onto the shoulder. Bring the right elbow up and you'll get really good leverage. And you can go kind of slow if you want to really let it dig in. And you can repeat on the other side. The right hand goes into the left shoulder. Grab the muscles of the upper back. Left palm on the right elbow. And the left hand presses down. Fingers digging into the muscles of the upper back. Gliding up onto the shoulder. So that was one method, reaching across with the right hand doing the left shoulder and the left hand doing the right. You can also do the same side. The right hand can reach in and grab the right shoulder, and then the left hand presses down. So you can try both ways and see what you prefer. Practicing on both sides. And then there's doubles, both hands. Going to come on both sides and come down at the same time. Okay, any questions on shoulder massage?
Not yet.
Not yet, okay. Now we're going to go on to the arms. You're going to extend the right arm out in front. And first we're going to just warm it up with brushing. You're going to place the left palm on the shoulder, and you're going to brush the top of the arm out to the fingertips, and then the palm is going to brush the underside of the arm, and then to the chest. So from the shoulder out to the fingers, come back in to the chest and down, warming up the arm. Okay, and then you can also beat on it with the fist or an open hand. You can turn your hand over and get the other side. So brushing and then tapping to warm it up. Okay, now if you're able to, the traditional way is to sit on the heels. You're going to point the right fingers backwards and place your right palm on the floor. And then the left arm is going to reach across, and we're going to massage the outside of the arm with the fingertips. You can start at the deltoid, pulling inward, going from the deltoid down the tricep to the back of the forearm, working your way up and down. If you're not comfortable sitting on the heels, you can kick your legs out to the side in the mermaid pose and do it this way. So the fingers are massaging the outside of the arm, up and down. And then you're going to massage the inside of the arm. You can either use your thumb or your palm heel. You can start in the armpit, working outward. Using your thumb as one tool or the palm heel. If you're in a chair and you want to do it, you can place your palm on the seat of the chair and reach across and do it with the fingertips, massaging the outside of the arm. And the thumb or palm heel, massaging the inside. So either way, in a chair or on the floor, you can do it. Okay, now to the hands. Let's bring the right hand over onto the left leg. And I can either use my left thumb to massage the hand, or I can use my forearm. And you don't have to use arm strength. You can just shift your weight and lean into it. Use your body weight, rocking back and forth. So we have different tools. The thumb is one tool. You can use the palm heel. You can use the forearm. Okay, another one, you're going to lay your palm out in front and imagine if you have X-ray vision and you could see the bone structures that make up the fingers and the palm. And in between those bone structures are what they call trenches in between the bones. So you're going to point the right palm forward and take the left thumb, start at the wrist, and you're going to glide down the trench in between those bones that become the thumb and the index finger, right in between the bones, going outward from the wrist out towards the fingers. And then the next trench in between the bones that become the middle and the ring finger, going outward from the wrist to the fingers. Next trench between the middle and ring finger. And then between the middle finger and little finger. Ring finger and little finger. Okay? And then you can flip your hand over and work those same trenches between the thumb and index finger bones. Index and middle finger. Middle and ring finger. Ring and little finger. Okay, now that you got the hand all loosened up, if you like, you can pull the fingers one at a time. Okay, let's repeat everything on the other side. We're going to start to warm up the arm, the palm on the shoulder, and brush out to the hand, and then the palm underneath, and then to the torso. One sweeping movement. You can also warm it up with beating with an open hand or a fist. Both sides. Brushing or beating. And then you can either sit on your heels or go into the mermaid pose. Point your fingers backwards, palm on the floor. The right arm's going to come across. The fingertips are going to massage the outside of the arm. Going from the deltoid to the tricep, up and down. And then you can take your thumb or your palm heel and work the inside from the arm side of the armpit with the thumb or palm heel curling outward. So we work the outside of the arm and the inside of the arm. Okay, now the palm of the hand. We're going to be massaging the left palm. You have the right thumb up by the wrist, and you're going to glide down that trench in between the bones that become the thumb and index finger. To the next trench in between the bones that become the index and middle finger. Next trench in between the bones that become the middle and ring finger. Next trench in between the bones that become the ring and little finger, down those 4 trenches. And then you can flip your hand over and work those 4 trenches on the back of the hand. Now that all the fingers are warmed up, you can pull them one at a time. Okay, any questions about hand or arm massage?
Not yet.
No? Okay. Now we're going to do the
Wait.
pectoral muscles of the chest.
Wait, there is a question.
Okay.
So this is from Stephen. What should we be observing during this? What if we encounter pain?
Then stop. Don't do it if it's painful.
And what should we be observing?
Just maybe feel the circulation of the blood or the lymph or the energy or the wind in your body.
Got it.
Okay, other questions?
Nope, we're good.
Okay, now we're going to massage the edge of the pectoral muscle, and it's easier to do that if you reach the arm out to the side and back a little bit to kind of stretch out your pectoral. And then the other hand is going to reach across the chest, massaging that outside edge of the pectoral muscle using the fingers. Okay, same thing to the other side. Lean out to the side and back to stretch out the muscle. Then you can get in there better with the fingertips right along the edge of the pectoral muscle. Okay, now for massaging the belly and the back. You're going to be using the palm to massage the belly, and the other hand, use the back of the hand to massage the back, like this. Sometimes it helps if you don't think about it too much. See if you can just naturally get it on your own. The palm massages the front, and the knuckles massage the back. One hand massages the front, and then down and across, and then it goes to the back. If you don't get it, don't worry. This is probably one of the hardest things for people to get. The palm starts on the upper right side, it goes across, and then it comes down by the abdomen, and then draws across, and then the other hand comes in front. Okay, and now for back massage. If you can, sitting on the heels, and you're going to use fists, go right into your paraspinal muscles. Exhale, press. Inhale, slouch. Exhale, press. Inhale, slouch. Working your way up. Exhale, press. Inhale, slouch. Maybe some people can get up in between the shoulder blades and then work their way back down. Exhale, press. Inhale, slouch. You can do several repetitions up and down. And then after you've used the fist, then you can use your thumbs and go right into the paraspinal muscles. Exhale, press. Inhale, slouch. Exhale, press. Inhale, slouch. Working your way up and down as much as you like. Can also be done in a chair. You'll sit in a chair. Scoot forward a little bit. Same technique with the fist into the back. Exhale, press. Inhale, slouch. Exhale, press. Inhale, slouch. Using the fists and then the thumbs. Okay. We'll all sit in the mermaid. You've got the legs out in front, and then you bend the right leg, bring the right heel to the outside of the right hip, and the left foot into the right thigh. And then you can take your fist and beat on your glutes. It can be real gentle or vigorous, up to you. Also go outside the leg, up and down. And in a chair, can swing the legs off to one side, drop one leg down, and beat it like that if you're not comfortable on the floor. All right, any questions so far?
Not now.
Okay. All right, now let's continue to work this line that goes from the hip down to the knee. You have different tools you can use. You can be pressing with one palm heel. Or you can use your forearm. Again, rock back and forth to use your body weight. If you like a little more intense, you can bring your hand up and use the sharp point of your elbow. If that's too intense, go back to using the forearm or the palm heel. If you're not able to sit on the floor, you can work that same line in a chair. You can have your fingertips on the thighs and let the thumb massage that line from the hip to the outside of the knee. Working that same line just with your thumb. Okay, and now let's shift the legs to the other side and repeat that. You can take your fist and beat on the glutes. And now we're going to work the line from the hip to the knee. You can be using your palm heel, going up and down, or use your forearm, rocking back and forth. Use your body weight to get the power. You don't have to depend on strength. The power will come from proper technique, shifting your weight back and forth. If you like it more intense, bring the hand up and use the elbow. If something's painful, you just skip it. You don't have to do everything. If elbow's too intense, go back to forearm or palm. All right, now we'll sit cross-legged and we're going to work a line on the inside of the upper leg from the groin out to the knee. Again, the tools we have are a single palm going from the groin to the inside of the knee. Or you can stack one palm on top of the other for a little extra strength. Or you can use the forearm again. You can remain cross-legged, or if you prefer, this can also be done in the mermaid position that we were in earlier. And then you'll shift to the other side. Work in the line from the groin to the knee. Tools can be one palm stacked on the other, or bring in the forearm. Okay, and now the quads, the front of the upper legs. If you can, sit on the heels. Same tools, you can use a single palm. Stack one palm on top of the other. Any questions on leg massage so far?
We're good.
Okay. Or you can bring in the forearm. Doing the other leg as well, single palm. Or stack one palm on top of the other. Or use the
For someone
forearm.
who can't sit like that, just sit on the chair, right?
Yeah, you could be in a chair. One palm, two palms, forearms. And then there's doubles, both forearms if you like. In the chair or on the floor. Okay, let's get the hamstring. You're going to sit back down, extend one leg out in front with the leg slightly bent, and we're going to be using the fingertips right into the hamstring. Start at the back of the knee, pulling out to one side and the other. This is called unwinding in the Thai language. Going up and down from the back of the knee, down the hamstring, up and down. Another one, if you like to try, you keep the fingers hooked and rigid and lean back. Let your body weight pull back on the arms and drive the fingertips into the back of the upper leg. While you've got the leg here, you can also use the fingers interlocked, palm heels or thumbs, pressing the front of the upper leg like the nutcracker. Okay, on the other side, fingertips, going from the back of the knee, up and down the hamstring. Or lean back, let the body weight pull the arms back and drive the fingertips into the back of the upper leg. And then the nutcracker, fingers interlocked, palm heels squeezing, up and down the quads. Or use the thumbs. Okay, to the lower leg, still in this position. You have your fingertips on the front of the leg and the thumbs come around from either side to the back. Working a line that goes from the back of the knee, down the calf to the Achilles tendon, using your thumbs. The thumbs can work independently, or you can stack one thumb on top of the other to focus the strength of two thumbs into one single point, up and down. Another way to work that same line is cross-legged, and you have the fingers in the front of the lower leg, and the two thumbs come from around the top, working from the back of the knee, Down the calf to the Achilles tendon. Okay, for the next line, you're going to place your thumbs on the shin bone and then move back until you feel the calf muscle. And you're going to be massaging that trench right in between the shin bone and the calf muscle. Again, the thumbs can work independently or stack one thumb on the other, right in between the shin bone and the calf muscle, going up and down to the ankle and then back up to the knee. Okay, now another line. Fingertips will find the shin bone and then move down until you feel the tibialis muscle, that muscle that runs right along the side of the shin bone. Try to dig your fingers into that trench right in between the bone and muscle and dig the fingers in. You're trying to separate the muscle and the bone. Curling the fingers right underneath that edge of the shin bone if you can. Everybody okay? Any questions?
We're good.
Okay. Okay, now the fingers go to the other side of that muscle where that muscle meets the calf and you pull back as if you're trying to pull the tibialis muscles away from the calf muscle. You can lean back a little bit if you want.
So I have a question from Beth. If I find an area of constriction, should just lightly press until it releases?
Yeah, at first it can be very light pressure, and it might be something you have to do for many sessions before it relaxes. It might not all happen at once. So start real slow and gentle then, and over time you can get a little more strong with the power. It's up to you. Some people like real soft, gentle massage. Some people like a little more aggressive and vigorous. So you'll be in charge of the level. Or if something really hurts, you just skip it. You don't have to do everything. Okay, let's get that other leg. So we're getting the back of the lower leg from the back of the knee down the calf to Achilles tendon with the thumbs. Thumbs can work independently or one thumb stacked on the other. You can also sit cross-legged and get it. Fingers in front of the shin, thumbs come around from the top, working from the back of the knee down the calf. This one you can also do in a mermaid if you like. Or stay cross-legged. Next line, the thumbs will find the shin bone. Move back until you feel the calf and dig the thumbs into that trench right in between the shin bone and the calf. Thumbs can work independently or stack one thumb on top of the other. You can do as many laps as you want, from the knee down to the ankle, up and down. And then the fingertips find the shin bone. Go to the other side of the shin bone, feel the tibialis muscle, and dig the fingertips into that trench between the shin bone and tibialis muscle. And now fingers go to the other side of that muscle and then pull back as if you're pulling the tibialis away from the calf muscle. Lean back if you like. Okay, and then your right hand can grab the outside edge of the right foot and extend the right leg out. And the left fist, you can beat up and down the back of the leg. And then the inside of the leg. And the top of the leg. And then change hands, and the other hand will beat the back of the leg, the outside of the leg. Okay, same thing on the other side. You can extend the leg out in front, up and down the back of the leg. Inside, up. Change hands and get the outside. Okay, a little foot massage now. You can have the knee up, bring your fingertips to the sole of the foot and the palm heels, squeezing the top or the thumbs on the top. And then you can also lean back. Drive the fingertips into the sole of the foot. And then cross-legged, applying one thumb to the sole of the foot or one thumb on top of the other. Or if you're flexible enough, bring the foot onto the opposite leg, and you can use the forearm or the elbow. If you like it more intense, bring the hand up and use the sharp elbow. If that's too much, lower the forearm and just use the forearm, or go back to the thumbs. If you like it really intense, you can bring the hand up using the elbow, and the other palm will come on the fist, and lean into it. Use your body weight. Okay, we'll do the other foot. Fingertips to the sole of the foot, palm heels on top, or thumbs on top. And then lean back. And then cross-legged, applying one thumb to the sole of the foot, or one thumb on top of the other. If you're flexible enough, bring the foot to the opposite thigh. You can use one thumb, two thumbs, palm heel, forearm, or elbow. Those are all tools you can use. Or the reinforced elbow. Now that you've got the foot and toes all warmed up, one at a time, you can pull each toe. Okay, any questions?
No, we're good.
Okay, so today we went from the head down to the feet, or we could have started with the feet and worked our way up to the head. Either way, it doesn't matter. So these are some of the techniques that led to development of traditional Thai massage. Originally, it was the do-it-yourself system that we just learned, and then it was adapted into a system that someone applies to somebody else. So we're going back to the very origins of traditional Thai massage with this. Okay, that was all for today. And then next week, we're going to have kind of a special class. We're going to be doing joint mobilization, but instead of being pure Thai joint mobilization, we're going to learn Indian and Thai and some Tibetan tricks. So it's going to be kind of a hybrid system of joint mobilization. You see joint mobilization sequences in both India, Tibetan yoga and in Thai yoga. So we're going to mix them all together and do everything for the ankles, everything for the knees, everything for the hips, regardless of whatever country it comes from. Okay. And then the week after that, Christiani is going to have a special introductory class on Ayurveda, traditional Indian medicine. Okay. And I'll let her take over. Any questions? Let me know.
Yeah, so there's a question about a massage technique for the psoas muscle.
Uh-huh. Can't think of too much specific.
Okay, while he's thinking, why don't you guys all bring your faces close to the camera so I can take a picture of everybody, all your beautiful faces. Okay, hold on, there's one more of you guys, one more round. Love it. So anything else, Dave, about psoas or anything else, anybody?
I can't think of anything that specifically targets the psoas. There's some good stretches that maybe we'll see next week or in another workshop.
Okay, so lots of gratitude from so many people here. And we are so grateful for you all who make this happen. So at Assisi, we like to close with a little prayer from Yogananda. So if you don't mind, just closing your eyes for a moment and just settling into your now much more supple bodies. Bring your hands together in front of your hearts if you so wish. Heavenly Father, Divine Mother, Friend, Beloved God, may thy love shine forever on the sanctuary of our devotion. May we be able to awaken thy love in our hearts. Om peace, Shanti, Shalom, Amen. Thank you all so much. Thank you, Dave. You're a treasure. All right. If you guys want in for next week, send me a little note, okay? All right. Thank you.